Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue talking about Asphalt 8. There's gonna be some gameplay today, but mostly talking, because we're gonna take a look at the car hunt situation that has been developing over the past, well, the current and the previous car hunt. Now, the previous car hunt was for this car, the Racer Tachyon, which is a car that I already had from a festival back whenever it happened, but it was the main car feature for the previous car hunt, and now there's this one running right now. So, we will talk about this car a little bit later because I'm going to be upgrading it here in this video and you're going to see why I like the previous car hunt, and we're going to have a look right now at this one. However, as it stands right now, all of the cars featured over here I already own. I have gotten it through different means, so it doesn't show anything. So, because we don't get to see anything, instead I'll show it to you in my other account. That's right, I have an alternate account where I actually don't play here at all. You can see my currencies are basically the basic ones. But no, what I'm here for, it's precisely because this account is completely new, it doesn't have anything. Actually, you get to see this whole thing a little bit better. So, we're gonna focus first on the premium lane, and the very first reward that you can get, obviously this is in my local currency, it's $10. It's not 249 US dollars, no, it's $10, okay? But yeah, so the very first car, the main car rather, is the Renault RS01, and man, I have some stories to tell about this car on how I waited for this car to be available in some way or another. There wasn't 20,000 tokens and I could never find it. Eventually, I had to give up and use a master key, and now you can get this car for free, but we'll get to that. For now, in the premium lane, you could get it at tier 1. Later on, at tier 8, you can get the Bentley Continental GT3, which is a Class C car of a maximum rank of 1501. However, this is not an amazing car by any means, so don't get your hopes up, though it does look very, very dope with that wing and all of that, though I wish it had more color options or some other liveries. Next up, we got the Onuk Zazan LM. Zazan. Okay, whatever. So, excuse me, I'm still sick, so you'll have to forgive me if I keep on coughing. In the Class B, the rank of 1679, this is a car that I don't have a ton of experience with. I do own it, but I have never upgraded it. Honestly, it kind of looks boring to me, except that when you look at the back, you look, holy moly, what is that? Yes, it looks pretty dope from the back. But anyway, so yeah, no idea how this car performs, but there we go. That's another car that you can get on the premium lane at tier 14, which is still very doable. Then later on at tier 20, you can get the Corvette Stingray, another Class B car of a rank of 1681. Again, I don't have a ton of experience with this car. I do own it and I have upgraded, I just haven't played with it enough. But I would imagine it's at least okay. That's probably the best I can say about it. And then later on in tier 25, you can get the Pagani Imola, which is a fantastic Class A car, and oh boy, doesn't it look great in those colors? I love it. I really, really like this car. Look at it. The big wing and all of that. Anyway, so now here's the situation. First of all, if you're gonna go premium, you're gonna probably be able to get all the way over here, 14, 15, 16, well, depending on which cars you have and how much you have them upgraded. If you don't have any of the cars, you don't have them upgraded, I think it's you'll comfortably get over here at tier 14, so you should be able to get this. Getting to tier 20, it's probably gonna require you to already have upgraded some of the previous cars featured. And tier 25, honestly, I don't think it's going to be very doable without spending some additional money to get there. Honestly, I don't recommend it, because I believe that the Pagani Mall is a car that you can get at some point for fusion coins. So, I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily say, oh yeah, spend a bunch of money to get here. But hey, if you like the car a lot, I guess that's up to you. Now, as I said, this car can also be obtained for free in tier 15. And now, I'm going to go into a little bit of a rant over here, because I've seen people complaining about like, oh my god, this is so boring, because now you have to do so many tasks. Also, remember to always claim your free coins, because this really can make a difference at the end of the day, or rather at the end of the hunt. But no, let's go to the quest. And people complaining, well, the drifts is not too much of a problem, right? But people complain like, what? I need to, well, actually this just requires gauntlet, but there are some missions that require you to do races in career, some other moto blitz, and I understand that may seem a little annoying, but at the same time, we're talking about, yeah, it's some little bit of grinding that you need to do in order to get a free car. When was the last time that we got free cars like this? I mean, granted, in the previous car hunt event, right? But before that, when was the last time? We have been complaining, we as the community, as the players of Asphalt, we have been complaining, oh my god, Gameloft, and they're so greedy, and everything is pay to win, you cannot get any new cars anymore, and blah 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 blah. Then Gameloft finally changes these car hunts to become more like the festivals used to be, which is basically what this is now, just with the name of a car hunt, where you can still get the car if you get a little bit lucky with the drops of the coins, but you need to do all of the tasks and claim your daily coins. There's a very good chance you're gonna get here. In fact, I got a bunch of people in the comments, thank you guys for letting me know that you were able to unlock the previous card, the Racer Tachyon, for free, because all you gotta do is do those tasks, and that's it. So I don't understand why it was a problem when Gameloft, well, I understand why it was a problem when Gameloft wouldn't give any car for free and everybody was complaining about it. I get that. What I don't understand is why now that it has changed and you can get a car for free, but you need to grind a little bit, people are still complaining about it. So what is it? Do you want free cars, or do you want them to be pay to win? Because you cannot have free cars quick, easy to get, because that's not how mobile games work. And this is not me just offending Gameloft, it's just that it's a bit frustrating to be sending Gameloft these mixed messages of, oh, we hate this pay to winage, and Gameloft is like, okay, here we go, we reintroduced the system where you can get a car, but you need to grind it. And people are like, oh my god, I have to grind, what are you talking about? This is so bad. It's like, come on people, make up your mind. But anyway, rant over. So that's what I wanted to talk about this car hunt. However, one last thing is the fact that they made a change from the previous car hunt on this one, which I don't like, and that is the only reason why I went premium in the previous car hunt, and that is the fact that there's no 50% discount. Now listen, the same way that I'm gonna criticize sometimes the community for being a bit too obnoxious in what they expect from a free-to-play game, that at the end of the day is a business, I'm still gonna be critical of some of the changes that Gameloft themselves do, and that is precisely what I was talking about on the discount. Now, in the previous car hunt, we're back obviously to my main account. Over here in tier 2, you would be able to get a 50% discount for the main car. And that is actually the main reason why I went premium. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, this is a car that I already own from whenever it was available in a festival. I got it for free because that's how it used to be. I got this car for free and never upgraded it because even though it's a very cool looking car, it's electric, and you know, there were so many other cars that I needed to upgrade first. But now that I have upgraded a lot of cars, and I still want to upgrade this thing because from the electric cars, this thing looks absolutely bonkers and I really like it. I've been always putting it aside because, oh boy, I need to spend a ton of fusion coins, a ton of parts, a ton of everything, but I would like to upgrade this car. So, when Gameloft released the previous car hunt of last week, where the main car was this, but one of the incentives was precisely to get the discount for the upgrade, that suddenly made me think like, oh, maybe I want that because, yeah, sure, it's $10. And I understand that if you're a free-to-play player, $10 is a lot of money and you're like, oh my god, I'm not gonna pay that. But in considering on how much they charge for buying fusion coins, again, let me give you a quick example. Over here, $10, it's this amount, right? 249 of my currency, it's $10. And I can only get 360,000 fusion coins. That is not, what, 3%? It's about 3% of what I need to upgrade a car. So, by buying instead for $10, the, excuse me, for buying the premium pass on the car hunt, basically this car goes from costing 10 million fusion coins to costing 5 million fusion coins to fully upgrade. So it's almost like for $10 I bought 5 million fusion coins, which honestly is not too bad a deal considering that I wanted to upgrade this thing. Now I understand that it's not directly getting fusion coins, but you know what I'm saying. For that amount of money, if I were to buy the currency, it would be a terrible, terrible, terrible deal. So that is why I decided to go for it, and also because I got another car that I didn't own, which is the Renault R5 or E5 or 5E or whatever it's called, the Renault with the big wing. This thing right here, yes. I didn't have this car, and this was another festival or car hunt car, whatever it was, and this car alone was $10. I think actually this was the very first car hunt when we changed from festivals to car hunts. So this was the first one, it was premium only, and it cost $10 by itself. So the fact that I could get this car for that price along with the discount for the other car, it's pretty good. And I'm gonna upgrade this car at some of the point, but yeah, I wanted to get this car also simply because even though it's electric, just look at that wing, man. You know that I have a weak spot for gigantic wings, so what can I do? But anyway, as I was saying, so not only did I get the car, I got the discount, and that alone was enough for me to want to get that premium pass. I already owned all of the cars, but even though I already owned all of the cars, having that discount was kind of a big deal for me because, again, it's gonna save me a lot of resources to upgrade this particular car. Now, where I'm trying to go with this is that by Gameloft having removed that, okay, you know what, I'm gonna claim this because I'm tired of every time I click on it, I get the same pop-up thing. Yeah, apparently I have done some of those objectives and I got the tier 5, whatever. But yeah, by Gameloft having removed the discount, I think they removed a huge thing that some people, not everybody, I understand that not everybody, it might be just a minority, but some people are gonna be incentivized to go premium just to get the discount because, you know, in terms of a pay to win in this game, spending $10 for the discount, it's actually not too terrible. Again, I'm not telling anybody to buy discounts like that and all of that. Again, I'm never trying to convince anybody to spend money on the game, but I'm talking for those that are considering things like that. So anyway, my point is that they removed it, and actually I think that is a very bad move because let's say, excuse me, let's say that I don't own this car and I don't have it already at Pro. I go over here and I see that there's a discount for it, for a car that I've been wanting to upgrade for a long time. I will consider it, just like I consider it for the Racer Tachyon. So Gameloft, bring back the discount. I think that's a fantastic move that is gonna make a lot of people happy, because on the free lane you're gonna have people who are gonna be able to grind a little bit but unlock a free car, and on the premium lane you have people that are gonna get the car, and if they already have it, like I did for the Racer Tachyon, I get incentivized to paying for the discount. So it's a win-win. Everybody wins. Everybody gets something out of this whole thing. The free players get a free car, the premium players get the discount, and Gameloft gets the money from the premium players. So I think it's a win-win-win situation. So Gameloft, please bring that back. I think it was a fantastic idea. Don't give up on it. Try it out for another decent amount of car hunt, and I think people are gonna start noticing that maybe it's not such a bad idea to go premium for it. Again, for the people that are already premium. But anyway, so I did want to upgrade this thing, and that's exactly what we're gonna be doing here. Now, right now it is at stock, but you can see over here, because I already own the discount, it goes from 250,000 tokens, excuse me, fusion coins, 250,000 fusion coins to half of that, which is 125, which makes this car, if I were to upgrade it all the way there, it would make it about as expensive as upgrading a Class D car from the 1320 bracket. So imagine that. It's a good deal, I guess. So, now one thing that I did see some people, because maybe some people are not aware of how these discounts work, it's a permanent discount. So every single upgrade is gonna have this discount. The discount applies only on the currency. The number of parts that are required to upgrade the car remain the same. So that doesn't change at all. So, yes, I'm gonna be upgrading this thing. Honestly, I could go for some MP tunes, but honestly, I don't care for it. It's not my intention to MP tune this car. I just wanna take it to Pro. So I'm just gonna see if I can stumble upon some MP tunes, but you know, it's not really my intention. And by the way, again, because I also have a lot of these things, obviously I could just Pro the car with this, but you know that I'm very special in how I use these resources, so I'm saving them for some special occasion maybe in the future. But anyway, I'm gonna upgrade my car all the way to 7 in each one of the, rather, with fusion coins I'm gonna upgrade it to 7. And then the last 3 upgrades are gonna be done with direct upgrades, which makes it so that I only have to pay 70% of what I would normally. So that means that this car from 0 to hero is gonna cost me 3.5 million fusion coins to upgrade. So that's a pretty good deal. And granted, 12 direct upgrades, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm starting with the exhaust for the acceleration and nitro. You can see that the increment on the points is not too crazy, but what is the limit? 1590. So I can probably do a couple more. So 70. Yeah, probably one more, and that'll be that. 78. No, wait. Huh? Can I do one more? It may go over, but I'm gonna try one more. Again, remember, I'm not really trying to MP tune, alright? Oh, look at that. It's sort of close, so I can probably do a little bit of what? Tires? No, it's gonna be top speed increases by 1. I can probably do 1 of tires, or maybe I can do 1 of drivetrain to increase acceleration. Alright, let's try that. Is it gonna go over? No, 1590. Perfect. So there you go. You got a tune for the Racer Tachyon at 1590. It's 0017. There you go. You're welcome. So from here onwards, like I said, I'm gonna upgrade to 7, and then I'm gonna apply some direct upgrades. I know that I have a lot of this, but trust me, I'm thinking that maybe eventually Gameloft will bring another Lamborghini season. This is mere speculation, but I'm thinking about it because Asphalt 9 recently, earlier this year, Asphalt 9 got the Lamborghini Revuelto, and then just some days ago, they also released a new Lambo in Asphalt 9, the Lamborghini Invencible. So I'm thinking that maybe Game Loft for Asphalt 8 is waiting to gather a couple more Lambos and do another Lambo season. And oh, you bet that I'm gonna be needing upgrading those things really quick. So that's why I'm saving a lot of this stuff for in case something really cool happens like that. Or maybe there's another car, maybe not necessarily Lambo, but it's something that I'm gonna want to upgrade really quick. So we'll see. All right, so we're gonna try to see if we can. Oh yeah, this happens if you try to upgrade too quickly, one after the other. So okay, we're gonna try to hit the 1680. So this is not increasing by a ton. Okay, wait a second. 34. So that was an increment of what, 6 points? So we're in 34, 45. That was an 11 points increment. 45 to 55, that's 10. And 11 points. Yeah, I should be able to do one more. Then it should not go over, probably. 1677, all right, that's actually pretty close. 1680, so I'm only 5 points under the maximum allowed rank. So maybe I can push it by adding a little bit of suspension. Let's see, 80, all right. I think if I were to apply one more suspension, it would go over. But there you go, 1680, and the tune is 0, 1, 8, 10. There's another free tune for you, you're welcome. But yeah, I'm gonna continue upgrading this thing. I'm not even gonna test these tunes because again, it's not my intention. My intention was just to show how many resources it's needed to upgrade a car from 0 to hero. Granted, I am using some direct upgrades, but it should give you an idea. And the fact that this is only gonna cost me 3.5 million fusion coins, that's a pretty sweet deal to me. And also making space because I have I don't have a ton of storage and I have a bunch of stuff that I need to store, so there we go. All right, we're at 1707, so we're gonna upgrade this. Oh, this is not gonna be big increments, is it? 1711, 16. Yeah, the increments on this is very small. 1720. Oh, Jesus, I did it too quick. 1727. Yeah, no, I think. Can I just take this to straight up 10? Whoa. Oh, okay. The World Series is over. Nice, good to know. Oh man, I didn't even manage top 50. All right, that's fair. I was miming around. You will actually see why I lost some points in another video that I already recorded, but it will come up later this week. Anyway, so 1735. Oh yeah, I'm gonna continue upgrading this thing. Excuse me. And yeah, I'm gonna use some more of the direct upgrades. Okay, we're getting close. 1750, 61, 50 to 61. That was 11 points. Uh-oh. If the next upgrade is again 11 points, it'll be exactly at the limit. I'm gonna try it. Please don't do me dirty. Is it gonna work? Oh, there we go. Actually, it was only 9 points. All right, either way, there we go. Another perfect tune for the Racer Tachyon at 0, 10, 10, 10. You're welcome. I'm giving you all the tunes for this thing. And well, that's it. There's no more MP tunes to try on this thing, so we're just gonna finish upgrading this thing for the grand total of 3.5 million fusion coins. Remember, because I'm using direct upgrades. If I hadn't been using direct upgrades, then it would have been just a straight up 5 million fusion coins, which is still a lot, but it's literally half the price. Who would have known when I got a discount that says half the price off, right? Anyway, but yes, Racer Tachyon. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of electric cars, but man, this thing looks absolutely bonkers. I've always said, actually a very long time ago, I made a poll where I asked you guys what electric car should I upgrade, and I gave you an option between the Racer Tachyon, the Batista, the Faraday, and I don't remember which other one. And I was secretly hoping you guys were gonna say to upgrade the Tachyon, but you guys voted for the Faraday, so I had to upgrade the Faraday. But no, I actually do like the way this card looks. So just like that, it is at Pro. Beautiful. Oh man. There we go. So that means I can finally play with this thing because I don't even know how it performs, but you know what? I don't care. Just look at how crazy this thing looks. So how about we go into a little bit of Ghost Season and test it out, because come on, I gotta test it out. And by the way, here's the stats with the tuning kit applied so that you can see everything, how it goes. So yes, let's get in there and see what this thing can do. Now, as I always, geez, where are my textures? As I always like to remind you, this is not a pro test of the car. Well, I am testing it and it is at pro rank. This is not a proper pro test. Those I do in classic season because that is where, well, people are trying the hardest to win and whatnot. But still, this is just to have some fun with my Racer Tachyon because it might be electric, but at least it looks absolutely insane. I've said it a bunch of times, I don't like electrics because they don't vroom. I mean, I think the name of my channel should be indication enough that I like vroomy noises, right? So that is why I generally speaking don't like electrics, and I just took first place. Let's go, baby. Am I gonna win my very first race with the Tachyon? Imagine that. But leaving the lack of roomy noises aside, I also don't like that some electric cars look kind of boring. For example, in my opinion, the Deus Vayen, regardless of the performance that I've heard it's pretty good, I just don't like it. To me, it looks very boring. Yeah, it is a fancy car and whatnot, but it looks fancy vanilla, if you know what I mean. This looks bonkers. This looks like people love to call it a Batmobile. Any car that looks insane, they call it a Batmobile. This is a Batmobile, and I love it for it. First place, baby! Racer Tachyon, maybe it's a fantastic car and I've underestimated. I don't know. There we go. Beating a Tushek 900 Racer Pro, a Regera. This is underranked, and an MP431. All right. Not too shabby, huh? Oh man, this lobby took forever. Jesus. I don't know. It probably was a good several minutes. I mean, probably like 4 or 5 minutes of nobody on the lobby, and then I'm fine. That's everybody knows that that's a way to test your new car, see how good it breaks into a billion pieces when you crash it. So yes, but yeah, it took forever for this lobby to start, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm also doing these races because I need to get my dice for the current Treasure Rush. I don't care, like I said just a minute for you ago, and probably like 7 minutes ago for me, about the Deus Vayen. It's a car that I don't like, and that is the current Treasure Rush. I don't care for the car, but what I do care is to get more direct upgrades and whatnot. I mean, I already have a ton, but you know, it's a free resource. As much as I've criticized Treasure Rush, the direct upgrades you can get over there are pretty juicy, so yes, we want some more. So yes, keep bringing on the Treasure Rush. Game Love, just don't add Lambos to that because I'm gonna hate you. Yeah. Speaking of Game Love, if you wanna get a heart and a pin on this video, you need to leave me the key phrase, which for today, it's going to be Game Love. Please bring back discount coupons in car hunts. It makes them more enticing. First person to post that gets the heart, the pin. Everybody else that posted afterwards only gets the heart, because I can only do one pin. Alright, I lost 20 points on that one, but it's okay. I just wanted to test the crash capability of my car, that's all. Well, it would seem that this lobby is never gonna fill up. There's a slow zone. What's up, slow zone? But yeah, this is not filling up. I've been waiting here literally for like 7 minutes, and this thing ain't started. So, oh well. So I got 2 races, and I'm gonna miss out my dice for today, but it's fine, whatever. We won 1 race, and we completely lost the other one. So far, I have a 50% success rate with my Racer Tachyon, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. We're gonna do a proper test, and by we I mean I'm gonna do a proper test of this thing at some other point, a proper, full-on pro test. So you can wait for that. Let me know in the comments if you want to see it, or maybe you don't care for it. Maybe you're like, whatever, who cares about the car? But either way, you know what to do. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel because we're about to reach the 10,000 subscribers, and I'm so hyped about that. Remember, 10,000 subscribers means that there's gonna be a 12-hour stream. And if we do it before this year end, it's gonna also have some camera on it. So there's gonna be a face reveal for DBT because it's totally a secret. But anyway, that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.